Chancellor Barron, I declare this 82nd commencement ceremony of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith convened.
Please be seated. Distinguished faculty, administrators, and staff of the university, graduates, parents, family, and friends, welcome to the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Fall 2009 Commencement. Let's take a moment of reflective silence to consider the importance of this celebration in all our lives. The colors are presented by Fort Smith Northside High School Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Please direct your attention to the arena floor. Please rise and join. Okay. Please join Dr. Edward White as he leads us in singing our national anthem, accompanied by the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Symphonic Band. Will all men remove their caps?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets had gone, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Men may replace their caps. I'd like to introduce those seated on the platform. I'd ask you to please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Please stand as your name is called and remain standing until all names have been read. We're honored to have a very special guest, Dr. B. Allen Sugg, President of the University of Arkansas System. And I would like to introduce the administration, academic deans, and others from the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Dr. Ray Wallace, Provost and Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. Arlene Breaux, Vice Chancellor for University Relations. Mark Horn, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration. Dr. Lee Crable, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Marta Lloyd, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement. Dr. Kyle Parker, Vice Chancellor for Planning and Technology. Dr. Brenda Mitchell, Associate Provost. Dr. Mark Arant, Dean, College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Dr. Georgia Hale, Dean, College of Applied Science and Technology. Dr. Joe Harden, Dean, College of Languages and Communication. Dr. John Jones, Dean, College of Education. Dr. Carolyn Mosley, Dean, College of Health Sciences. Dr. Henry Rennie, Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. Steve Williams, Dean, College of Business. Diana Rowden, Dean of Student Success. Penny Pendleton, Dean of Enrollment Management. Dr. Terry Martin, Associate Dean, College of Engineering, University of Arkansas, Fayetteville, who will confer the degrees on those graduating with engineering degrees. Lieutenant Colonel Clark Taylor, Commanding Officer, Razorback Brigade. Ann Thomas, Director of Alumni and the Annual Fund. Wayne Womack, Registrar. Let's give all these folks a round of applause. Next, I would like to introduce one of the members of the University of Arkansas System Board of Trustees, Mr. Jim Von Grimp. I would also like to introduce members of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Board of Visitors, Douglas Babb, James Cox, Eileen Cradle, Peggy Weidman, Sam T. Seacard, Chair. Please give them a round of applause. We have some special guests with us today. Would you rise and be recognized as I call your name? First of all, I'd like to introduce a person that works very hard for University of Arkansas Fort Smith every day, my wife, Janice Barron. I'd also like to introduce Carl and Wanda Biggs, the parents of graduate Jared Biggs, who will be accepting his commission into the United States Army later in the program. Where are they? Seated before you are members of the faculty who represent the academic departments of the university, upon whose recommendation candidates for degrees are presented. Faculty members, please rise and be recognized. The success of an institution also relies on the hard work of its staff, many of whom are here today helping with this wonderful event. Will the staff please rise and be recognized wherever you may be in the audience or in the crowds. Please rise if you're a staff member. Thank you. Today is indeed a special day for you. Not because you're graduating, although that's cause enough for celebration, but because you are now ready to really start to learn. Because whether you realize it or not, the education you've received is really just the beginning of the learning process. Perhaps some of you may have thought that now that you graduated that the learning process can slow down, that you can catch a break, if you will. But the reality is that if you want success, no matter how you define that term for yourself, now is the time to pick up speed. What your professors in the university have done for you is not help you finish your education. What they've done is prepared you to learn. For right now, you're just beginning that process. Sure, you learned a lot of stuff. And considering that some of you probably just got finished with finals, you might actually remember some of it. And right now, you might actually think that you know something, but I want to be here to tell you that hopefully what education taught you is not what you know, but what you don't know. Because as you pursue what you don't know, that will be your true education. The details of what you've learned, many of them, will fall into well-deserved obscurity. What you will remember is how you put yourself into the position to learn the details. You'll remember the laboratories, working with others, building projects, writing papers, fretting over tests, remembering information, solving problems. What your professors have just put you through during your program here was boot camp for those who want to be learners. Now that you're graduating, you're ready for your real assignments in life. And the reality is many of you are already well into life and are already exercising those assignments. But hopefully this educational process will enhance that so much more. My goal for you, my wish for you is not luck. My wish for you is that your knowledge grows into wisdom to make your lives and the lives that you touch the best that they can be. My charge to you is to make the world a better place in whatever way that you can. The University of Arkansas Fort Smith salutes the members of the graduating classes gathered here today and commends the dedication of students and faculty in the pursuit of excellence in higher education. We are honored today to have Dr. B. Allen Sugg, President of the University of Arkansas System. I'd just like to say that Dr. Sugg is the kind of person who is an underspoken person. He never wants the spotlight, really. But I will tell you, he has had a profound and continues to have a profound impact on higher education in the state of Arkansas and in the nation. And it's my great pleasure to introduce him to you now, to have him say a few words to you.
Thank you, Dr. Barron. It's always a pleasure to be on the campus of the University of Arkansas at Fort Smith, because everything that you folks do here, you do at first class. So I congratulate the way that you do things. It's hard to believe that it's been almost 8 years since West Ark College became a part of the University of Arkansas system and became a four-year university. Since that time, there has been tremendous growth in enrollment, in new faculty, new academic programs, and in many other ways. But I think that the most impressive growth has occurred over the past 8 years has been that over 2,000 men and women have earned their baccalaureate degrees from the University of Arkansas at Fort Smith. To me, this is a phenomenal accomplishment. And I'm also proud to say that the UA Fort Smith continues to offer a very strong array of associate degrees and certificate programs. In fact, over that same 8-year period of time, UA Fort Smith has awarded some 6,000 associate degrees and technical certificates. As you all know, as we all know, UA Fort Smith is a very unique university, not only in Arkansas, but in the nation. It is developing into a well-respected regional university, but is also continuing to offer outstanding community college programs. It is continuing the legacy of West Ark College, and I think that's very important that UA Fort Smith continue to grow as a university, but it also remembers its very important role to serve the greater community as a community college. Now, I'd like to express my great appreciation. You know, good things don't just happen. They just do not fall out of the sky. It happens because a lot of people are concerned and dedicated about the future of an institution, the future of a family, the future of a nation or a state or whatever. And I'd like to thank some of these people. I would like to thank, first of all, I'd like to thank the faculty and the staff and the administration and the Board of Visitors and the Foundation Board and the community folks, the folks in this county and surrounding counties who support this institution. I mean, this university has fantastic support, and I thank you very much for everything that you do to make this a great regional university. Now, I've got to say just congratulations to you graduates. And you know, a president or a chancellor has to give you a few words of advice. And I've got just a couple of words that I'd like to give to you. And that's when you graduate, you are graduated. A lot of you are out there in the workforce right now. A lot of you are going to be teaching school or doing other things like that. But whatever you do, whether you're in the military or whatever, do a little more than you're paid to do. Give a little more than you have to. Try a little harder than you want to. Aim a little higher than you think possible. And give a lot of thanks to God for health, family, and friends. Best wishes to all of you for happy and productive lives, and Merry Christmas. Thank you.
We are honored to have as our distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Robert A. Young III, and I want to tell you just a little bit about him. Robert A. Young III is the chairman of the board of Arkansas Best Corporation. Since beginning his career with the company in 1964, Mr. Young has held a number of positions at Arkansas Best and at its largest subsidiary, ABF Freight System Incorporated. These include Chief Operating Officer, Arkansas Best, President, ABF, President and Chief Executive Officer, Arkansas Best, as well as his current position. Mr. Young is the past chairman or president of a number of civic and community boards, including the Arkansas State Chamber of Commerce, Sparks Regional Medical Center, United Way of Fort Smith Boys and Girls Club. He currently serves on the Board of Trustees of Lyon College, the Board of Directors of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Foundation, the Board of Directors for First Bank Corporation, the Board of Directors at First National Bank of Fort Smith, and the Board of Directors of the Little Rock branch of the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. The numerous honors and distinctions Mr. Young has received include the Lifetime Alumni and Silver Beaver Awards from the Boy Scouts of America, the Jack White Leadership Fort Smith Award, and the Arkansas JC's Outstanding Young Man of Arkansas Award. Mr. Young earned a BA in economics from Washington and Lee University and has been awarded a Doctor of Humane Letters honorary degree by Lyon College. He and his wife Mary have 4 children, Tracy and Christy, Robert and Stephen. They also have 5 grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce you to a distinguished member of our community and supporter of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, Mr. Robert A. Young III.
Well, good evening, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, the graduating class of December 2009. When I had a little bargaining power, when Dr. Barron asked me to do this, I forgot to bargain that I didn't have to wear this cap the whole time. So I guess I've got to. When Dr. Barron asked me to speak tonight, I was honored. I remember I asked my wife if she, in her wildest dreams, thought I'd be addressing the graduates at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. She said no, in her wildest dreams, the subject of me giving a speech never came up. She has a way of putting me down and in my place. Well, that was a kind introduction. I'm reminded of the fellow who was introduced on a similar occasion as the most gifted businessman in the country, evidenced by the fact that he'd made $1 million in real estate in California. Correction, $1 million in oil in California. When he rose to speak, he appeared a bit embarrassed. The facts as reported were essentially correct, he said, but he felt compelled to state that it wasn't oil, it was coal, and it wasn't California, it was Pennsylvania. And just to keep the record straight, it wasn't $1 million, it was $100,000. And it wasn't him, it was his brother. And he didn't make it, he lost it. Matters of fact aside, I'm grateful for those kind words from Dr. Barron, and I'll try to keep my hat from falling off.
I'm the president. I'm going to take your hat, okay?
Thank you very much, Alan. That is not my hat, and it doesn't fit. After Dr. Barron asked me to speak to you this evening, I began to think about what you're supposed to say to a graduating class. It occurred to me that a graduation ceremony is the event where the commencement speaker talks to hundreds of students dressed in identical caps and gowns and says that individuality is the key to success. Tonight, you've reached an important waypoint in your life. It's not a final destination. Your graduation is an important personal achievement, a milestone in your life. You should enjoy and savor the moment. But your thoughts should also be with those who helped you arrive at this point. Perhaps parents, spouses, friends, and teachers, or other mentors deserve some of the credit for your success. You know, it's extremely rare we achieve anything by ourselves in life, and this has certainly been the case in my life. I want to talk a bit tonight about the past and the present and the future. Obviously, it's time to move on, but don't forget your time here at UAFS. You've made friends that can be friends for life. You've shared some experiences that should bind you for life, and you need to make an effort to keep those connections live. It will enrich your life tremendously. It will take some effort because your classmates will tend to scatter after they leave here over time. We are a very mobile society. I went to a small college in Virginia. It's an old institution that received its original endowment through a gift from George Washington. In spite of what you think, I was not there at the time. At a reunion several years ago, several of my classmates and I decided that getting together on campus every 5 years was not enough, and we decided we weren't getting any younger, and we thought we ought to get together annually. We've done that now for 12 years, and it takes a bit of effort. Every one of us in rotation organizes the get-together every year. We go to a different place, and we do that for a long weekend, with all of us reverting to age 21 over the weekend and telling the same old stories, enhanced a little more every year. That group now lives in New Jersey, Virginia, North Carolina, Florida, Arkansas, California, West Virginia, and Washington State. So if we didn't make this effort, we'd never see each other. It's an effort to get together, but it's worth it, and I recommend it to you over time that you try to do that sort of thing. That's the past, and it's worth considering. Now for the present. Right now is worth thinking about too. Russell Baker, an author and humorist, said, "The best advice I can give anybody about going out into this world is, don't do it. I've been there. It's a mess." Well, I wish it were that simple, but of course, you've got to go out there. You've got to move on. Stephen Colbert at a graduation said, "If somebody does offer you a job, say yes. You can always quit later. Then at least you'll be one of the unemployed instead of one of the never employed. And nothing looks worse on your resume than nothing." What you're going to discover in the workaday world is that the really important thing you learned at college was how to learn. Your best professors taught not only the pertinent subject matter, but also how to keep learning. Believe me, knowledge is growing exponentially, and much of what you learned in college is out of date before the ink's going to be dry on your diploma. Oscar Wilde said, "Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing worth knowing can be taught." And I think what he meant by that was that it has to be learned. It takes an effort on your part. In my introduction, they mentioned that I'm chairman of the board of Arkansas Best Corporation. I was president of Arkansas Best at age 33. That's not a small achievement. Let me tell you how I got there at such a relatively young age. First, like you, I got a good education. Next, I found a job at the bottom and worked hard to get ahead. And while I progressed in my career, at one point I felt stymied, and I just wasn't moving fast enough. So I decided to take matters into my own hands, and I went to see the chairman of the board, and I said, "Dad, I don't think I'm moving ahead fast enough." The rest is history. Obviously, few have the personal attention and relationship with the boss that I had. Nevertheless, I see a lot of people succeed strictly on their own merits, particularly in our own company. One thing that they seem to have in common is they found something they enjoyed doing, something that they felt was important. And no matter what your college major, look for something you really like to do. If you succeed at that, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And remember, success does not equate to money. Success is a satisfaction in doing something worthwhile and doing it well. For instance, a school teacher is not likely to ever amass a great deal of wealth, but a school teacher can be a great success and have a wealth of influence on hundreds of students that benefit from his or her lessons, as well as the subject matter taught, the life lessons that those teachers give you. We all know and remember people in our lives that have made a difference. It must be a great feeling to see someone else succeed knowing that you had a hand in it. A teacher has that opportunity over and over. Let's talk about the future. You're graduating at a time in our history with the worst economic climate in my lifetime. That's an advantage. It's called experience. And because of this experience, you know that things are not always going to be rosy in our nation's economy. If you'll remember this economic episode, it'll serve you the next time we experience what someone called irrational exuberance. It's been said that free enterprise is the worst economic system in the world, except for all the others. It does produce cycles of boom and bust. It always has and likely always will. So in a sense, you're lucky to be graduating at a time at what is probably the bottom. And I urge you to remember the bottom end of the cycle. It should make you aware the rest of your life that the chance of economic downturn is always present, and you will include that thought in your financial plans. In other words, always leave an out. Don't stretch yourself so thin financially that you can't weather a storm. And remember, financial storms are about as predictable as the other kind. Just remember, good times don't go on forever, and neither do recessions. It's a cycle. Another piece of advice before you move on into the world is about people. How you interact with people will be the major determinant of your success. Notice I didn't say a determinant, I said a major determinant of your success. The way you communicate and grow relationships will determine success, and you must do it in person and do it well. Learn to really listen to people. Let them finish before you respond. And when talking to someone, give them your full attention. Don't interrupt them or cut them off or look at your watch while engaged in conversation. I recall my preacher told me one time he didn't mind me looking at my watch during his sermon. It's when I put it up to my ear to see if it was working that he really got upset. Another risk today, and pardon me, Kyle, is overutilization of technology. In other words, email, texting, and Facebook are no substitute for direct face-to-face contact with people, that contact that allows you to read a person's real self. I'm appalled when I see people emailing or texting a person in the adjacent office. I think that we lose a lot when we don't have that personal face-to-face contact. My grandfather was a wise and successful man, and he told me over and over and over when I was young, it's who you know plus what little you know in life that will get you ahead. He loved people, and he showed it. Lastly, I want to say that I hope you can and will stay in Arkansas. We need college-educated people in Arkansas to help move our state forward. And besides, right here in Arkansas, we have pleasant surroundings. You can stay right here in Fort Smith, and with a few hours' drive still in Arkansas, you can visit the cities of Welcome, Social Hill, Romance, Harmony, Amity, Friendship, Hart, Joy, or Sugar Grove. We also have two cities named Morning Star and two cities named Bright Star here in Arkansas. We have an evening shade and a sunset. And to whet your appetite, we have the cities of Almond, Tomato, Strawberry, Grapevine, and Appletown just to the north. Familiar names also close to Fort Smith. You can travel to Ben-Hur, to Pocahontas, to Jefferson, Lincoln, Madison, and even to St. Francis. And if you're a national traveler, in Arkansas, you can see Atlanta, Boston, Cleveland, Bismarck, Hollywood, Austin, Houston, Denver, Salem, and West Point. If international travel is more to your liking, right here in Arkansas, you can go to Athens, Berlin, Damascus, Egypt, Havana, London, Paris, Tokyo, Jericho, Jerusalem, Moscow, and Mount Zion, and never leave the state. We have 2 Pleasant Groves, 2 Pickens, 3 Centrals, 7 Oak Groves, and we have 2 Hooker Arkansas. We have a Little Dixie, a Little Flock, and a place called Little Rock, but there's only one other Fort Smith in the world, and that's in Northwest Canada. So there's no reason to leave the state of Arkansas. The last piece of advice I want to give you is this. Your family and friends are very proud of you. They're extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of relief they're experiencing. This would be a most opportune time to ask for money. A good friend told me one time he'd never heard a bad short speech. So in hopes of salvaging this one, I thank you for this opportunity and your attention Good luck to you all, and Merry Christmas.
Now, you notice Mr. Young took his cap off at President Suggs' urging, and of course, when my boss says that the speaker can take his cap off, then it's okay. So, I'm glad that worked out. As we proceed, please observe these three courtesies that show respect for all. First, a professional photographer will take a photograph of all graduates as they receive their degrees. And graduates, okay, in years past, I have had to pull people back on the stage to get that picture, so don't run past me, okay? All right? But please don't come forward to take individual photographs so that we may keep congestion to a minimum and allow the audience an unobstructed view. Second, graduation from the university is a happy time for all of us. And I ask that as the names of the graduates are read, show your pride in your accomplishment with appropriate reserve and dignity. And third, out of respect for the graduates and their families, please remain until all graduates have been recognized and the recessional is complete. And now I call upon Provost and Senior Vice Chancellor Ray Wallace to come forward to present the candidates for their degrees.
Will the candidates for all degrees from the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, please rise? Chancellor Barron, each candidate standing before you has completed a prescribed course of study defined by the faculty. The names of candidates being graduated in absentia are listed in the program but will not be read. A number of candidates have completed their studies with a grade point average of at least 3.60 and are identified as academic honor students by an honor stole, which they wear. Each dean will announce the student's honor status as their names are called. On behalf of the faculty of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, it is my pleasure and privilege to present these candidates for the awarding of technical certificates, associate degrees, and baccalaureate degrees.
Will the faculty of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith now stand to show concurrence? With the concurrence of this faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Arkansas System, I confer upon you your respective degrees with all the honor, rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Faculty and students, you may be seated. Wayne Womack, the University Registrar, will now come forward to assist in the presentation of diplomas. The graduates will now be recognized by the deans of their colleges in the following order. Dr. Georgia Hale, Dean, College of Applied Science and Technology. Dr. Steve Williams, Dean, College of Business. Dr. John Jones, Dean, the College of Education. Dr. Carolyn Mosley, Dean, College of Health Sciences. Dr. Henry Rennie, Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. Joe Harden, Dean, College of Languages and Communication. Dr. Mark Arant, Dean, College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Dr. Terry Martin, Associate Dean, College of Engineering, University of Arkansas, Fayetteville. A distinguished faculty marshal will lead each group from the respective college.
Will the graduates from the College of Applied Science and Technology please stand? I call upon Dr. R.G. Nichols, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Applied Science and Technology, to lead the candidates forward to receive their degrees. Thank you. Scott Wade Oliver, magna cum laude. Vanessa Dawn Randolph, cum laude. Jordan Casey Cross, cum laude. Brooke Ashley Needham. Jason W. Moreland. Victoria Ellison. Lindsay Nicole Morris. William C. Thompson. Aaron Fleetwood. Jeremy D. Spencer. Lavonda Elise Clark. Denise Davidson. Robert Joseph Terbeaton. Sharon R. Mosley. Darren E. Shepard. Jan R. Montgomery. Dina Melissa Callahan. Sarah Nicole Strickland. Alexander Grady Young. Christopher Thomas Venable. Roberto Ernesto Galdamez. Aaron Jason Fox. Shannon Noble Phipps. Ellen Jean Howard. Susan R. Wade. Jesse D. Hedge. Vicki Lynn Mason. Kelly LaDon Burgess. Jamia Camille Sanders. Jamia Caprice Arnold. Jennifer Renee Cameron. Crystal Lynette Dedman. Amy Leanne Goff. Heidi Elizabeth Robbins. Christopher Wayne Presley. Mark Allen Gossman. Thank you. Caleb I. Smith. Gamaliel Gonzalez. Danielle Lee Ivan. Crystal Monique Nelson. Shayna Nicolette McGuire.
Will the graduates of the College of Business please stand? I call upon Dr. George Schmidt, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Business, to lead the candidates forward to receive their degrees. Ashley Lynn West, Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing, magna cum laude. Lindsay Ross Samo, Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing, cum laude. Kevin Scott Collins, Bachelor of Business Administration. Deborah K. Sutherland, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Melanie Deanne Hobson, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Tanya Marie O'Brien, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Cynthia Paige Langwell, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Kaylee Elise McKinley, Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing. Gwen Marie Rogers, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Robert Anthony Jetton, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Brianna Irene Lavan, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Eric Allen Smithson, Bachelor of Business Administration. Jordan Tyler J., Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing. Amy Elizabeth Sider, Bachelor of Business Administration. Christy Albert, Bachelor of Business Administration. James Allen Grady, Bachelor of Business Administration. Kyle Daniel Walker, Bachelor of Business Administration. Cody William Long, Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing. Lisa Nicole Howerton, Bachelor of Business Administration. Amanda Lee Gray, Bachelor of Business Administration. Snoober Welch, Bachelor of Business Administration. Ashley Renee Taylor, Bachelor of Business Administration. Brad Evan Swafford, Bachelor of Business Administration. Rebecca Ann Peters, Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Administration. Molly Jean Harris, Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Administration. Cody Nicole Farmer, Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Administration. Heather Nicole Kendall, Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Administration. Andrew Joseph Hamilton, Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Administration. Jeremy Dwayne Wan, Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing. Elizabeth Ann Jones, Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Administration. Catherine Amelia Alspach, Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Administration and Marketing. Amy Danielle Smith, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting and Business Administration. Jill McCoy Cox, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting and Business Administration. Shauna Lynn Rice, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Kiwana Chanta Jackson, Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Administration. Jessica Van Nodstrand, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting.
Will the graduates from the College of Education please stand, and I call upon Dr. Donna Scoggins, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Education, to lead the candidates forward to receive their degrees. Amanda Jean Hart, College of Education, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Wittenberg, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Tracy Michelle Eaton, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Lindsay J. Friend, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Amanda Gail Harrison, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Amanda Marie Hone, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Jeffrey Dwayne Jones, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Jody Elizabeth Myers, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Heather Lee Smith, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Richard Nicholas Weisenfels, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Tammy Marie Tucker, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Amanda Dawn Abbott, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Jessica Dawn Edwards, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Angela Michelle Combs, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Melinda Gail Spearman, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Stephanie Marie Van Brunt, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Kelly Lee Wells, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Casey K. Sisk, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Kara Irene Lee, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Elizabeth Ann Corley, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Suksakan Tina Villahong, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Lindsay Danielle Young, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Brandy Delynn Thornburg, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Leah Marie Ortiz, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Rihanna Dawn Stiles, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Erin Michelle Williamson, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Katie Elizabeth Hurt, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Bobby Michelle Jones, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Margaret Lynn Cherie, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Christine Ann Staggs, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Jennifer Denise Hart, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Kathleen Ashley Crow, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Tammy Natasha Harris, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. There you are. Marcia Lynn Weissner, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Tammy Lorraine Gramlich, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Tiffany Leanne Kirby, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Constance Elaine Martin, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Laura Ann Abels, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Melanie Dawn Johns, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Kristen Jean Fogel, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education.
Will the graduates of the College of Health Sciences please stand? I call upon Ms. Deborah Fulmer, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Health Sciences, to lead the candidates forward to receive their degrees. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Trifina Oru. For the Associate of Applied Science and Nursing Technology, Christina Louise Hamilton. Associate Applied Science Nursing Technology, Michael J. Houston. Associate of Applied Science Nursing Technology, Jennifer Renee Hawk-Reeder. For Associate of Applied Science Nursing Technology, Brandy L. Thomas. For Associate of Applied Science Nursing Technology, Kenneth Ashton Moore. For Associate of Applied Science Nursing Technology, Megan Leanne Lunsford. For the Associate of Applied Science Nursing Technology, Margaret Raquel Hominig. For the Associate of Applied Science Nursing Technology, Wong Aprasat. For the Associate of Applied Science, Keisha Lay Seamster. For the Associate of Applied Science, Nursing Technology, Matthew S. Wilder. For the Associate of Applied Science, Nursing Technology, Rebecca Lynn Sloan. Associate of Applied Science, Nursing Technology, LaDonna K. Chambers. Associate of Applied Science, Nursing Technology, June Snyder Ishman. Associate of Applied Science, Nursing Technology, Megan Amanda Lindsay. Associate of Applied Science, Nursing Technology, Christine Ann McDaniel. Associate of Applied Science, Nursing Technology, Maggie Lynn Pierce. Associate of Applied Science, Nursing Technology, Melissa Gail Donaldson. For Certificate, Practical Nursing, Melissa Ann Fitzgerald. For Certificate, Practical Nursing, Cindy Ann Kinnemer. For Certificate, Practical Nursing, Irene Rochelle Hayes. For Certificate, Practical Nursing, Jessica Nicole Durbin.
Will the graduates of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences please stand? I call upon Don Bailey, Distinguished Marshal of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, to lead the candidates forward to receive their degrees. Robbie G. Plimal, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, magna cum laude. How are you? Joe Douglas Hamilton, Bachelor of Arts, History, Historical Interpretation, cum laude. Chandrika Nicole Hayward, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Songa Nguyen Kompuang, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Jacqueline Rowe, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Rosalie Russell Bowers, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Amy Jo Carr, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Brandy Rochelle Jones, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Brendan William Stevens, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Lakin Nicole France, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Rhiannon Danielle McKee, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Stephen L. Hooper, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Heath Aaron Smith, Bachelor of Science, History with Teacher Licensure. Chelsea Shoptaw Harrell, Bachelor of Science, History with Teacher Licensure. Toby Walton Gurley, Jr., Bachelor of Science, History with Teacher Licensure. Monica Nicole Longoria, Bachelor of Arts, Theater, Acting, Directing. Brandy L. Turner, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Lance L. Lockwood, Bachelor of Arts, History. Aaron L. Houston, Bachelor of Arts, History. Alexia Tennell Rankin, Bachelor of Arts, History. Nicole Starr Smith, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Courtney Dawn Minton, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice. Jennifer Lee Mulkey, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice. Diana F. Autun, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice. Jamal D. Cady, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice. April Dawn Hoax, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice.
Will the graduates of the College of Languages and Communication please stand? I call upon Dr. Cammie Sublette, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Languages and Communication, to lead the candidates forward to receive their degrees. Luke T. Hobbs, Bachelor of Arts, Rhetoric and Writing. Summa cum laude. Maura Jean Bryant, Bachelor of Arts, Rhetoric and Writing, magna cum laude. Tanya Lynn Lofton, Bachelor of Arts, Rhetoric and Writing. Stacy Hayes Denny, Bachelor of Science, English with Teacher Licensure. Alicia Coe Pelt Henry, Bachelor of Arts, English. Yeah, hey, all right. Jared Biggs, Bachelor of Arts, English. Nicole R. House, Associate of Arts. Rebecca Mae Gunter, Associate of Arts. Bernadette Ruth Ann Moore, Associate of Arts. Brian David Elam, Associate of Arts. Sonia Jean Shelley, Associate of Arts. Latoya Annette Bingham, Associate of General Studies. Shannon Christine Cortez, Associate of General Studies. Trent Dale Taylor, Associate of General Studies. Dwight Lynn Christian, Jr., Associate of General Studies. Alex Kitsada Vanaraj, Associate of Arts. Heather Elise Gabrielle Ellison, Associate of General Studies. Very good.
Will the candidates for the degrees from the College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics please stand? I call upon Dr. Kevin Llewellyn, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, to lead the candidates forward to receive their degrees. Bobby Edward Shackelford, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Edward Stinson, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, summa cum laude. Casey Lynn Chronister, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, magna cum laude. Gary Dean Sweet, Bachelor of Science, Biology, magna cum laude. Joseph Sisk, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, cum laude. Joseph Andrew Calicott, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology. Ryan Dwayne Couch, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology. Tyler William Fink, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology. Alyssa D. Geiger, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Brittany Wilson, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Josiah Hayes, Bachelor of Science, Biology. John Colby Marshall, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Dustin W. Davis, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Donna Marie Martin, Bachelor of Science, Biology with teacher licensure. Tyler Scott Powers, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology. Shad Adkins, Associate of Applied Science, Information Technology. Alan Guerin, Associate of Applied Science, Information Technology. Will the candidates for the degrees from the College of Engineering at the University of Arkansas Fayetteville please stand? I call upon John Hamilton, the University of Arkansas Fayetteville College of Engineering Distinguished Marshal, to lead the candidates forward to receive their degrees.
I'm proud to present the College of Engineering candidates who have completed the requirements for the degree in mechanical engineering. Their freshman and their sophomore courses were University of Arkansas Fort Smith courses, and their junior and senior level courses were University of Arkansas Fayetteville courses held on this campus. These students completed their engineering program through a partnership between the University of Arkansas at Fort Smith and the University of Arkansas Fayetteville. And upon recommendations of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority of the Board of Trustees, Chancellor G. David Gerhardt has conferred upon each of you the degree indicated on your diploma with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Alan Sopshire, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Trey Townsend, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering.
Will the members of the audience please join me in a round of applause to recognize the graduates? Graduates, would you please rise? I'd like you to give a round of applause and thanks to the faculty and staff in recognition of the roles they've played in the attainment of your degrees. Thank you. Now I would like for you graduates to give a round of applause to thank your parents, grandparents, spouses, children for all the encouragement, guidance, and love they've given you while you pursued your degrees. I know. Finally, graduates, I invite you to please move your tassels to the left side of your mortar boards.
You may be seated. For a number of years, the Reserve Officers Training Corps has been active at the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. Students may enroll in the ROTC program through the U.S. Air Force or the U.S. Army. Our ROTC programs prepare men and women for careers as professional military officers. Chancellor Barron, one of our graduates will be accepting his commission into the United States Army tonight. I am pleased to inform you that the final act of this commissioning will be accomplished on stage this evening. Jared Biggs will take the oath of office from Lieutenant Colonel Clark Taylor and give his first salute to Staff Sergeant Dustin Gober. I am pleased to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Clark Taylor, Commanding Officer of the ROTC Detachment at the University of Arkansas, Fayetteville.
Sir, it's an honor to be here tonight. Thank you for having me. In accordance with the time-honored military tradition of oathing and the constitutional requirement that dates back to 1789, it's now my honor and privilege to administer the military oath of office to soon-to-be Lieutenant Jared Biggs. Cadet Biggs, come forward. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Jared Biggs.
Having been appointed an officer.
Having been appointed an officer.
In the Army of the United States.
In the Army of the United States.
In the grade of Second Lieutenant.
In the grade of Second Lieutenant.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend.
That I will support and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies.
Against all enemies.
Foreign and domestic.
Foreign and domestic.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well.
And that I will well.
And faithfully.
And faithfully.
Discharge the duties.
Discharge the duties.
Of the office.
Of the office.
Upon which I am about to enter.
Upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Thanks, sir.
The first salute symbolizes the acknowledgement of this new officer or lieutenant into the officer corps of the Army. along with all the respect and courtesy that accompanies his new duty position. Tradition also calls for the newly commissioned officer to present a silver dollar to the first enlisted soldier who salutes him. Lieutenant Biggs has chosen Staff Sergeant Dustin Gober to administer his first salute. Sergeant Gober.
Lieutenant Biggs, thank you for allowing us to be a part of this important event in your life. We're honored that you'll be representing the University of Arkansas Fort Smith as you serve our country, and we wish you all the best as you continue your career as an officer in the United States Army. Will the members of the audience please join me in another round of applause to recognize the special graduate, Second Lieutenant Jared Biggs. Ann Thomas, the Director of Alumni and the Annual Fund, will now greet and address the graduates as new members of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Alumni Association.
Good evening. On behalf of more than 44,000 University of Arkansas Fort Smith alumni around the nation and world, I'd like to say congratulations and officially welcome you to the UA Fort Smith Alumni Association. This is a transforming moment. You enter this campus as college students and will leave as alumni. The relationship you have developed with UA Fort Smith is permanent and lasting. The transition from student to graduate makes you a new partner in the future of your alma mater. And your continued involvement is important in helping to shape this university for the generations of students that follow you. Graduates, we will stay in touch with you in the years to come, and we hope you will stay in touch with us too. We want to know all about those great jobs, professional awards, outstanding service activities, and personal milestones so we can let everyone know about our highly accomplished alumni. On this important day, as you celebrate your achievement with your family and friends, please remember that you are part of an educational heritage that spans over 80 years. As alumni of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, we encourage you to stay connected to enjoy all of the benefits, services, events, and communications that are offered exclusively to you. In closing, as you exit Stubblefield Center tonight, be sure to stop by our alumni tent and pick up our special graduation gift to you. We have several alumni that are waiting outside that are pleased to welcome you to this association. Finally, don't forget to join the Alumni Online Community, a free service exclusive to our alumni where you will have access to class notes, e-newsletters, and much more to keep you connected. Congratulations on your accomplishment.
Thank you, Ms. Thomas. We appreciate your continued service to the university through the Alumni Association. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today at the Fall 2009 Commencement Ceremony. Commencement is a time for ending one period of your life and a time for beginning a new phase. Commencement is a time for celebration. I know you will take with you the knowledge and skills to excel in our modern world and our complex world. We take pride in your accomplishments and wish you great success in the future. We will conclude this commencement ceremony with our alma mater. The words to the alma mater may be found on page 11 of your program. Following the alma mater, we request that you remain at your seats until the recessional is complete, and please meet your graduates outside. Please rise.
praises sing to the school we hold dear. A part of our hearts will forever be here. Your banner of wisdom our future will guide. The friends that we cherish at our side. Let our song ring out for the white and blue. To you, Fort Smith, we will ever be true.
I declare this 82nd commencement ceremony adjourned.